What if the person you trusted with your life was the one who sold it? Imagine a world where secrets are currency and loyalty is a liability that gets you killed. In The Escape Artist, the electrifying first installment of the Zig and Nola series by Brad Meltzer, we are thrust into a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, where the lines between friend and foe are erased by blood and betrayal. This isn't just a thriller, it's a deeply personal story about two broken souls finding each other in the wreckage of their pasts. If you are looking for an audiobook that will keep your heart pounding with every twist and turn, this is the listen that will leave you breathless. Meltzer masterfully crafts a narrative that blends military precision with emotional vulnerability, forcing listeners to question who they can trust when the past refuses to stay buried. The story centers on Nola Brown, a young army artist who possesses a rare gift. She can see the truth in people's faces, but her talent makes her a target. When she witnesses a murder within the ranks of the U.S. military, she becomes the next victim in a string of killings that the army wants to keep secret. Enter Zig, a mortician for the U.S. Army who specializes in identifying remains and giving dignity to the dead. Zig is haunted by his own past, particularly the disappearance of his daughter, and he sees in Nola a chance for redemption. As Zig tries to protect Nola from the shadows closing in, they realize that the killer is not just a rogue soldier, but part of a larger conspiracy that reaches the highest levels of power. The tension is palpable as they race against time, dodging assassins and deciphering clues while trying to stay one step ahead of an enemy who knows their every move. What makes The Escape Artist such a compelling audiobook experience is its dual perspective and the raw emotion conveyed through the narration. The audio format allows listeners to hear the subtle shifts in tone as Zig struggles with his grief and Nola fights for her survival. The pacing is relentless, with Meltzer employing short, punchy chapters that mimic the heartbeat of a chase scene. You feel the urgency of their flight, the chill of the night, and the warmth of their growing bond. The soundscapes described in the book, from the sterile silence of morgues to the chaotic noise of city streets, are rendered with immersive detail, making the listening experience particularly engaging. The contrast between the cold, clinical nature of Zig's work and the vibrant, dangerous reality of Nola's life creates a dynamic atmosphere that keeps you engaged. The psychological depth of the characters adds another layer of intrigue. Zig is not a typical hero. He is a man broken by loss, seeking purpose in the care of the dead. His journey is one of healing as he learns to let go of his guilt and embrace the possibility of connection. Nola is equally complex, navigating the trauma of her witness status while finding strength in her vulnerability. Their relationship is built on trust, but that trust is constantly tested by the looming threat. The villain is not a cartoonish evildoer, but a product of a corrupt system, making the conflict feel real and immediate. This moral ambiguity keeps the listener guessing who is truly behind the attacks. The plot twists are intricate and well-earned, with Meltzer laying breadcrumbs that reward attentive listeners. Just when you think you have figured out the motive, the story shifts, revealing a conspiracy that goes deeper than either character imagined. The action sequences are visceral and intense, balanced by moments of tender intimacy that provide emotional relief. For fans of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, and modern psychological suspense, The Escape Artist offers a fresh take on the genre, focusing less on cliches and more on genuine human connection amidst chaos. For anyone interested in stories of resilience, redemption, and passionate suspense, The Escape Artist is a must-listen. It explores themes of healing, trust, and the power of art to reveal truth. The audiobook production brings the tension to life, with voice actors capturing the distinct personalities of Zig and Nola. Whether you are commuting, working out, or relaxing, this book offers an escape into a world where love is the ultimate weapon. Prepare to have your heart broken and put back together again. Hit play on The Escape Artist and discover why some scars are meant to be shared.